now in Dar, just down the Ardennes again, can't keep away from the place. Just in this Rocroi, which is on the French-Belgian border. There's this huge sort of Elizabethan, I suppose, castle, low castle, period when they sort of got decent cannons and whatever, so you can't have a big high castle, you just get blown to pieces, so there's all these low walls. This covers quarter of a square mile, it's vast. So we were having perhaps, well, we didn't really have any battles after the Normans came, apart from the Civil War, which mainly just did damage. You get the odd low castle like the one at Carmarthen, but there's nothing really like this. We don't really have things like this at this sort of period. Just the scale of it. So not really a bushcraft weekend this one, just chilling out and sort of having a look at some of these local things. So I'll see if there's anything else to have a look at around here. There's some sort of marshlands and things, so I might pop down there a minute. I think it was all about the battles between the block of the French Empire and then the Spanish Empire, which had the sort of Netherlands at one stage. So in this area, there were just continual battles over hundreds of years. We haven't really had anything. Well, the Civil War was something, but we've had nothing like it in the UK. Because we're an island, we've sort of missed out on it. But here, they were just basically battles, and the amount of money they were spending on this stuff all the time. I mean, complexes like this wouldn't come cheap, but the roads to support them, and then it's got these sort of things like arsenals, and where they're keeping, and they're keeping all the powder as well, the sort of gunpowder and everything. It's just the scale of it is just incredible, really. But look at the sort of periods, it sort of goes over from sort of this period, then all the way through to the sort of this sort of period. This is just a small part of the defences, which just go on and on and on. Look at that, I mean, it's just the scale of it and the quality of the stonework. You imagine trying to attack that. There's like several lines of these defences. Even these days, with modern sort of armoury, you'd have a struggle taking this. This is just one little bit of one of the sort of arms of the diamond, or the starfish, or whatever you call it. From the air, it's just like some giant star, like a purpose-built sort of star in the landscape. Just had some incredible heat for the end of September, and now I'm wondering if we're going to get a thunderstorm. But about 1,000 feet here. That's down towards France. Well, we're in France, just on the edge, and then that's looking up towards Belgium in that direction. There's some quite a bit of cloud building, so I wonder if we're going to get a hell of a downpour later on. Just in the centre of Rocroi now, the shape of the outside of fortifications is just repeated here in this star shape, which just goes right into the centre of the town. So this is the sort of star coming into the centre here, and it is right at the centre of the town itself. Just incredible. Just in the centre of Rocroi now, this is this sort of star shape which still continues all the way around. Sort of this is a place I guess people would try and get to a conquering army if they ever made it. There's a sort of town hall over there. You can see the sort of spokes of the star coming in, sort of thing. It's one of the spokes of these of this star coming out, and there's just the earthworks at the end. Quite dramatic earthworks, sort of. To think they didn't have bulldozers then. It's just the amount of soil that's been moved around here. You just can't believe it, how big this place is. There's some more of it there. That's the sort of road going into it. Beautiful area just south of Rocroi, these forests and all different kinds of shrubs which are useful. They've got different properties, sort of bushcraft and whatever. I just found a flattened grass snake. I'm going to try and make a sort of band out of it. Didn't smell too good, but it's just flattened and it's cooked in the summer heat, so nice little stream down here. Some trout in it. So if I was here for the night or whatever, I think I'd do a bit of fishing, or even some tickling. I think that'd be the thing under these banks. All kinds of sort of plants here to sort of this is wood sage, which you use to flavour a meal. Got a nice sort of fragrance about it. Lots of berries and things here in this area. This is some devil's bit scabious, which is a pretty good plant to see. If you see this, then you're in areas that haven't been too messed up by farming. It's a sort of doesn't take a lot of messing around with the countryside, so you tend to get it in these richer areas where you're going to get all kinds of things to eat. Just starting to get the shooting in these woods now in the autumn, and it's pretty dangerous actually going in these places from now on. You can certainly get shot by accident, because all of these woods are. There's hunting for wild boar and for deer. All of these areas, they get pretty much shot over. Yeah, just looking at these plants here. This is a rare fern, I think, called Rocroi carthusiana, something like that. Get it in marshlands, but you don't get it very often. Just heard a jay. Oh, this is nice sort of countryside, really. Look at the birch and everything here. Need some pretty tough clothing, I think, to get in that, though. I think it'd get torn to bits unless you had some heavy-duty canvas on. This is where some deer are crossing. So I probably have to have a look at my legs in a minute. They'll be covered in ticks. This is just the timetable of the shooting here. So at least they tell you when they're going to be shooting everything. The dates. Really interesting bit of ground here. We've got the bilberries. They've gone over now, but there'll be some nice berries here. A month or so in the past. We've got sphagnum, which is pretty useful stuff if you need to make a dressing. This sphagnum moss is supposed to be sort of sterile inside. It really absorbs moisture. More of the bilberry or whortleberry. Oh, this is pretty well a bit of countryside. Heather. Perfect place for the poisonous snakes, of course. It's where they like to hang around. Combination of wet and dry habitats and stream sides. Just trying out some of the plant. One of the beauties of being in France is the cost of the wine down here. This in the local Carrefour here was 18 euros for 6 bottles for like a box, just this one here, so I'm gonna have a sip of this now. So cheers. Yechida. Just near Rocroi again, looking at these grasslands, which are hay meadows, which are all around this area. They're called riez. I don't know where the name comes from, but they're all called riez. And this is the kind of grasslands that we used to have years and years ago. These old hay meadows. We lost so many of them. It's got the devil's bit scabious and everything growing in it. I'm just near this monument to the Battle of Rocroi. So I'm going to go up to the monument now. Let's just see what it says. I haven't had a look. I don't even know what this battle is, but these are these fabulous grasslands. It's a nice sunny day now with a bit of a breeze coming. So this is the monument. So it says victory of the Duke de Enghien over the Spanish. So interesting, isn't it? And this was 19th of May 1643. And it just says the field of the Battle of Rocroi, which is that nice field with all the flowers that I've just seen. And this was put here in 1922, so something for me to read up on. Sounds quite interesting. I know you might sort of think, well, what's the point of these grasslands like this? But they're full of wildflowers, and a lot of these flowers have got medicinal properties. For instance, St. John's wort here can be used for depression and nervous disorders. Lady's mantle, used for woman's issues. There's the lady's mantle leaf. There's a bit of vetch there, which that's got medicinal properties as well. plantain, which is dominating this field, the seed form this mucilage. If you collect those seeds, which is quite easy to do, you can take them and they form like a kind of slime. If you've got stomach problems, irritation, then you can take those and it alleviates that. So these grasslands are full of things that full of things that we can sort of dose ourselves with in terms of medicines and things. And I think they if you get an animal grazing on this, then you're going to get a nice piece of lamb or beef. All the different sort of all the different aromas and that of the plants. There's the last bloom of the St John's wort there. Back over the Belgian border, and this is an interesting thing. It's a hornet's nest. I don't want to get too close to that because these things are pretty nasty if they get angry. One's starting to... oh shit! One is starting to show some interest now. It's in a rotten ash tree. They're all going in the bottom, so be careful with that. Just near the tree I got some quite a rare plant. It's the autumn crocus, Colchicum autumnale, also called naked ladies. This is a beautiful plant. There's flowers in September, October. And it's sort of just going over some of them now. It's usually better than this, but the sort of naked ladies, I suppose it's just this sort of pink look about it. This is a plant that's been used in genetics research to cause mutations and that, so it's been very heavily used in laboratories and that, so it's a beautiful plant though. Wondering whether I go nearer to this hornet's nest again. I think I'm just kind of thing I don't want to just whizzing in there. God, the sting's supposed to be several times worse than any wasp or bee. Just some more up the verge here somewhere, I think. It's a Jupiler wrapper. There's another nice clump there. Some beautiful flowers there. Just a bit of old woodland. It's a sort of woodland edge plant. Pretty warm for the end of September now, about 25 degrees.